Hello, this is Selekius, and welcome back to Shadow Empire as New Ruthenia. Apologies for the second half of last video. Not quite sure what happened still, but I checked all the connections, did some diagnostics, some updates. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. On another note, I am really enjoying how much more stable the game is compared to the last series. Just wanted to point that out. But I'll meet you again at the end of this generation. And it looks like... oh, there is stuff to see. Alright. A lot of the normal movement. We did have one attack over here in the southern mountains. Like... oh no, those are our sentinels. Just rifle infantry, and not even a lot of them at that. Water deposits, decade of corruption, medium tanks, patriotic collection, nice. Speaking of, what's our cash flow like? Revenue is poor. Let me get back to that one. Sales tax we do not want to increase. Yeah, I forgot about the corpse scientist. I want to get back to that. And we have import tariffs, which we've set up already. Okay. The budget allocation, because now we have an Air Force Council. Put down to 5%. Applied Science 5%. Supreme Command. Probably use some more. Interior Council, I might drop down to 10%. Foreign Affairs will stay at 5. Secret Service will stay at 5. Possibly even less. Economic Council 15. Military Research 15. Model Design 10. Leaves us with... well, we could go 20 and 20 for military and economic research. Keep the 15 for the staff council. And if we're going to bump anything, I don't think we need as much for the Secret Service. I don't think we need as much for the Foreign Affairs. And we can share that with the Supreme Council. Yeah, I'm okay with this budget allocation.
Roger that.
Of course, there are some grumps. Air Force Council. No changes, nice and even. Alright, let's look at this way. Air Force Research Council, we're looking for science and inventor, just like we are for the other research councils. Looking at this chart. Science, inventor. Those are the big primary uses. Both of those are going to be intelligence related. Who do we have in the reserve pool? Alexia Silolite, which I remember we just got her. She's Tier 3, more war charisma. We don't really have a better candidate right now. Or we could send Frederick Thalison, who's going to be extremely loyal. That sort of setup. And I don't see it as a big priority. We could, well, no. Autocracy, yeah, not what I really want. Model design, applied science, economic, yeah, they all need to stay where they are. Interior Council, Luna Robin Way might be the next best. Call you up, I'll give you a better job. I'm gonna slot you in. Also, nitro geostasis. Relations are staying stable. He's got excellent skills. I'm reluctant to move him out of that position. Autocracy, even with militia. We are lucky that we have managed to get militia profile up to 80. It is really serving us well, even in the face of profile mismatches like this. Alright, for a governor, we want all kinds of things. Intelligence and charisma based. Alexia Silolite might make a decent member for that, or she can slot into the MG Brigade position. Yeah, I just don't see a better candidate right now for the governor or the 3rd Brigade. Coming back to this one. Fifth Cryo Day. I already forgot the name of the one we wanted. Luna Robin Way. He is on that list. Isaac Uranus, we'll spend the PP to push them aside. And there we go, Luna Robin Way. Excellent. We'll be in charge of the Air Force Council. Meanwhile, while I was looking at it, Oliver Quintus. Who's got the lowest loyalty in the best position? Oliver Quintus. So if we look at war, we do have Alexia Silolite and Biff Crowday. We can move them into the positions we do have in the military, such as the 1st MG Brigade and the other one that we have vacated. Leave it there for now. Isaac, Ignatius. Do need to keep pumping people out. Lenny Robin Moore. I could replace everybody in the military with more loyal folks. Or in Bulkhead, I don't mind. Because he's militia. Got it. They won't be the best commanders, but they'll be loyal. So let's call up Simon here. We're kicking you out as well. That should really gut any potential sedition or revolts that we're likely to see. Looking at food, we have plenty, so we'll push straight into the mountains. Push the scout car around. Look to start pushing. Yeah, we'll see if we can't quickly surround and then crush this formation. Meanwhile, the rest of the troop will move around, capturing a little bit more territory. Wow, they really pushed out. Well, it's gonna go poorly for them. There's only 500 of them. And I don't trust those odds at all. Like, I think the formation could have done it without the sentinels. Maybe not. That took quite a few rounds. Push these ones down here to help the militia with capture of that territory. That side of the formation will go up into the mountains. I'm going to sit and replenish. Or not, I'll come up here and capture. These ones will replenish. Meanwhile, we'll continue to push up into the mountains. The first will be fully up here in the mountains, ready to start pushing the slavers back. Have we discovered a city of theirs yet? We do not have a central city. I thought slavers always did. I was incorrect, though. The mutants are about done. I think that takes care of our movement for the round. Finish the solar panels, truck stations come along. How are we on people? Manpower. We're short 2,000. Public asset wise, they have a dome farm 3, which is sucking up all the jobs right now. I'm not going to be able to expand too much beyond what I have. So, this IP is essentially free now. Free to be used up. So we can start upgrading our formations, or more importantly, pushing out the logistics. Could go around on the south end, ice the north end. Ooh, that Mechatomaton. Okay. Yeah, that's a big old mountain. You can push a road up here and push one to the south, which will give us better supply throughout this entire valley. And this road will allow us to push up to the Mecha Tom. Let's get that established. I'm here. 1, 2, 1.5. Yeah, we'll keep it like so. I think we're close to the end of our logistics chain though. If we want this to be any better, we need to finish that truck station. And we need to start building out these sealed roads. Alright, let's see. Where can we make a sacrifice? We can cut back on our agrodome. That'll free up a few thousand workers. Actually, we have extra workers. Or is that from already reflecting that? That is already reflecting that. The truck station shouldn't require much more though. They're pretty light on worker. That's construction. Production cost. Okay, we need about 1100. Flex hire, never fire. Yeah, that's gonna do us well. We'll have enough to man that truck station and not see any delays. However, we're pretty much out of IP. We're running out of logistics down here. West is looking alright. North is looking alright. I'm not looking to spend any cards right now. I could try to get the corporate scientist. Should have done that before the Aviation Council. Even B for now, though. Good on ammo. Selling excesses and quite a bit. How many? Public only has the, or private industry only owns the one oil well. Yeah, I think that takes us to the end of this turn. Coming back to nothing to view that round. 1 liter gain corruption, light armor core, new junior, export tariff. I think we're short on those. Export tariff, yes. And throw one on T-stat, which is down here. Yeah. Oh, have things changed? Oh, alrighty then. With regards to Tiefstadt, can we establish trade? Okay. And then we can play the export card. Alright, there we go. That wasn't too hard. Interesting that it required that though. Ooh, Relations soured with Borneo as well. We want to be friends, but relations are very, very poor. Possibly due to my relations with Bayer. A potential flashpoint though, and that's no good. We have an embassy. Can we get non-aggression? No. We can do that to Tiefstadt next turn. Might be time to start sending out some more spies. Let's take a look, see what we have here first though. We have assault infantry, army, no thanks. Motorized siege, sure. Mechanized light, motorized heavy MG. Don't necessarily want heavy. Not for MGs at least. With mechanized light infantry, then none of the formations was I particularly excited for, but they will lead to better things. Natives talking to us. Sure. So, an alien has set up a chair on our border. Could spend a lot of political power and send all the linguists. This leads down a chain that will be fraught with issues, but will normalize relations with the aliens. Just, is it really worth the political power? No, but it's a fun quest line. Let's go ahead and spend that. Ancient archive is tempting. What do we have for the zones? Your industrialist, high-tech vault, posts, gladiators. Definitely some zone cards I could be sending. So we'll send all of them. We'll spend it. The alien seems to have learned a lot from us and have made amazing progress. Language +1 points. Bayer. Democracy, no thanks. Commerce, sure. Mine, sure. So domestic trade faction then. New commander for 1st Brigade will be Biff. 3rd Brigade will be Frederick. 4th Brigade, definitely not Mr. Beetlejuice again. Alexia Silolite. Do we even have somebody of the appropriate faction? Last turn we had discussed using Silolite. Harper Oldmore does have war, but he is not a great candidate. Sonny Robin Moore as well, who's in even worse shape. Alexia Silolite will actually be pretty good, though. So we'll use her. We have a decent commander in the 4th Brigade. Yeah, and as expected, supply is just not that great. Push as far as we can get, though. We'll stop right there. Up to here. When you come around, we can attack the raptors and eradicate them. And that's that. Out of curiosity, how difficult were they? Can't tell. Good. Middle of the round, we want to look at Fog of War. I wanted to look at their actual stats. So be it, though. Alright, logistics definitely at the limit down here. We just do not have supply. It's right at that road. Did we finish the truck station? Yes, so next turn should see more. Continue pushing the infantry. We should clean up this border. And I think I'm going to make you a quick response force. We'll put you in Azure Blue. Food is plenty. Readiness is suffering. You're a quick response force up here. Well, I'm thinking maybe push you down to Basalt Pool, because there's not a lot up here for forces to squeeze around. Sodalum is full of nomads. We push into the AI territory, or do we leave the territory alone and just leave a couple infantry up here? Almost want to build out another full brigade. Colonist wise, we have almost 7,000. Pour those back in to make up for the deficit. I'm kind of inclined to start a new zone though, because logistics are getting real far away down here. I know some of that pushed the AI, but we're not too concerned about it. Not yet, at least. Are we going to need to get up into the mountains? Hard to say. Certainly not a requirement, but it helps. We're still in the kind of claim everything phase of things. If we look here, we're actually not at the bottom. I know somebody had asked us to look at the victory overview, see how the others were doing. Victory score wise, about the same. Planet capture wise, we're kind of middle of the pack, a little bit on the low end. 4th out of 6. Population wise, we're lagging behind. That's why our score is low, 5th of 6. And on that same note, we have Tiefstadt, Berneo, Bayard, and Bruderum. We're missing one major that we have yet to see. And I stopped sending out spies. They were draining our political power, surely. Slowly but surely. Oh, and I forgot to get a new junior for the assignments we did this turn. Get the junior, we'll get the corporate scientist. Take a look, see what these two look like. Well, we don't have any demands, do we? Perfect. Ah, both tier 1 with capability 1. Weak candidates. Albert's at least smart, but at capability 1, he's going to learn very slowly. Yeah, these mountains are going to be an effective barrier. With this big gap forming, we're going to push the 2nd infantry over here. I'm going to leave the militia to cover this border since we're not pushing logistics out that way. They're not going to be able to make up for that. This road we do need to get pushed. But we also need to come up this way. If we count it out, if we put a city or new zone down to the southeast, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the limit that we can put stuff or assets out of D-pad and suffer 0 administrative strain. Which we should have some. If I can remember where to look it up. Oh, there it is, 7%. Administrative strain doesn't matter until 10%, I believe. And the further it is outside of the administrative zone of 6x's, and the bigger the asset, the higher the administrative strain. But you see, we have like these mines and recycling centers outside of the zone. So, if we want to make the best utilization of land, which is not really necessary, and minimize administrative strain, we should put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 would put the new zone right there, just outside of the swamp. And the Savannah lands help push logistics out this way. Is that necessary? No. We can overlap it a little bit, and that would be fine. Minimize or allow us to utilize this truck station to push logistics out this way. And if the city were right here, all 401 points would get reduced as it's redirected and reset the counter so it stops degrading here. So it'll come out as less than 400. So it might even be less than this 378. I don't remember the exact percentage. But then it won't degrade for another 12 hexes. We'll get that even if we put a truck station out there. Or we can minimize administrative strain, maximize width of zones, and put it here, or we can even put it further out. Rely on railroads to communicate supplies back and forth, and rely on a truck station that will be the center of this town to push its own logistics out directly. Kind of inclined to put it there. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But with a higher truck station, we'll get a little bit more distance out of the trucks that we do have. In fact, 110 truck free AP. If we look at the hex, I'm messing with filters. If we look at wheel, road, 8 AP. This one is 10. So, we count it out. We have, or even if we just math it out, to make sure we're accurate. We've got a city that's 13 hexes away, using paved roads. We will use 104 AP to get there. So here's the other side of it. We're going to be getting 110 AP worth of logistics out of this town. And that'll be at 13 hexes. If we look at maximum, it'll be 130 AP. And we'll do the reverse. If we're using 8, we can put it as many as 6 hexes once we get fully upgraded. What was it? 125. That'll be like 15. 15 and a half. But that's planning for future proofing. Could theoretically go 13, 14, 15, 16 as far as out here. It won't help us as much now, but it'll spread out the cities as much as possible. And it'll maximize usage of the free administrative strain, because anything that's in between the two cities will cause minor strain to one or the other, depending on which one's grabbing it. I kind of like that plan. So, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to make a truck station 16 hexes out.
Aye, aye, sir.
Now, beyond that, we don't need any more troops at the moment. We'll go ahead and produce some ammunition. Do need to upgrade this road. How much will a new formation cost me? 3,000? 2,700. Yeah, that's for light armor. Which we could do light armor. We'll have to save up some IP. We do not have the pop. We don't have enough recruits to do an MG infantry brigade. I'm not paying my soldiers, am I? I mean, it's hurting morale, but not exactly like we have a lot of money. Yeah, they are working. They are fighting for free. So yeah, that'll be the heart of a new zone. We'll dump these 6,600 colonists in there. Maybe not all of them. We'll dump a lot of them. They'll need it because they need to construct a farm. Otherwise they won't do anything with private industry until they have at least a farm and they can feed themselves. I'm not going to worry about others. I don't want to push administrative strain over that 10%. That makes everything that is produced in this zone the percentage of the administrative strain lower. First 10% being free. Alternatively, we save up for tanks, light armor brigade, whole brigade of tanks, or we start to motorize. Yeah, we have motorized MG brigade. We do not have mechanized. I would like some mechanized siege infantry. That will wait though. So do we motorize? It's gonna take a lot of people. I think we need more troops on the borders. Light armor will take advantage of the fact that we have more IP, even though we need it for a million things right now. We're gaining more per turn to minimize the amount of people we need. Alternatively, we can have a low strength infantry brigade and we can place it to cover this southwest border. Or right here. Is it needed? No. But our borders are pretty porous. I've been making enough brigades to keep it stable. We'll see. But with that, I think we've spent all of our political power and all of our time. A lot of discussion, food for thought. With how erratic my recording schedule has been, it's highly likely you all will be able to provide some feedback before I actually record the next episode. So I'm looking forward to that. I appreciate you staying to the end. Please leave a comment, let me know what you think, and I will see you all next time. Take care, everyone.